Our top focus is this hour. India's space agency ISRO's moon craft Chandrayaan-3 is set to complete its 40-day journey with a soft landing on the moon on August 23rd. Launched on July 14th, the lander module of Chandrayaan-3 successfully separated from the propulsion module last Thursday. So what exactly will Chandrayaan-3 do if it makes a successful soft landing to the moon's south pole? And why did ISRO choose the precise landing date and time for it? Our senior correspondent Siddharth MP explains why.
2, 1, 0.
On 14th July 2023, India's 3.9-ton Chandrayaan-3 craft began its 40-day journey to the moon. Today, the craft is circling the moon and is just one final lap away from making a lunar soft landing. India's Vikram lunar lander would commence its powered descent or quote-unquote landing process at 5:45 p.m. on Wednesday. And the soft landing is expected to be achieved 19 minutes later. If you've noticed, Chandrayaan-3 started orbiting the moon on August 5th. ISRO's craft has been circling Earth's natural satellite for more than 2 weeks. One may ask, what is the craft waiting for, and why is it not landing as soon as possible? Well, here's the answer. Every space mission is launched from Earth at a precise time. This is calculated based on the launch location, the type of rocket used, the intended travel path, the mission objective, and the final destination. Likewise, there are certain key parameters for a lunar landing. These include a targeted landing site, mission objectives, phenomena to be studied, and the capabilities of the lander craft, among others. Chandrayaan-3's landing is meticulously planned for August 23rd as it marks the start of the lunar day. As Chandrayaan-3's lunar lander, payloads and experiments are solar powered, only a daytime landing would help charge its batteries and carry out the mission. Chandrayaan-3 is designed to work only for a single lunar day or 2 weeks on Earth. Therefore, landing at the very start of the lunar day would give Chandrayaan the opportunity to use all of its 14 Earth Day mission life to the fullest. In contrast, the primary power source of Russia's Luna 25 moon lander is a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, or a kind of nuclear battery. This would provide power and heat to Luna 25 for at least a year, which is the mission duration. Therefore, Luna could have theoretically landed at any time it deemed fit. Luna was meant to land today, on the 21st of August, but the mission ran into trouble while performing a crucial pre-landing maneuver and crashed into the lunar surface. With the Russian mission declared as crash-landed, all eyes are now on India as it hopes to achieve the impressive feat of becoming only the 4th nation to successfully perform a lunar soft landing.
By conducting its lunar landing at the very start of the lunar day, ISRO intends that its Chandrayaan lander and rover both get adequate time or its complete operational life of 14 Earth days or 1 lunar day to perform all its experiments. Though Vikram and Pragyan, the lander and rover, are designed for 1 lunar day, ISRO hopes that after the lunar day passes, there will be a lunar night which comprises of 2 weeks on Earth. After that, when the sun again rises, ISRO hopes that the lunar lander and rover can again harness the power of the sun, and thereby it's possible that a life extension of the lander and rover are possible. With video journalist Chandrasekhar from Bengaluru, Siddharth MP, WION, World is One.
Well, let's talk more about this voyage. Our senior correspondent Siddharth MP is now joining us live from Bengaluru. Good to see you, Siddharth MP. We are 2 days away from the lunar landing. What can we expect from now till Wednesday, and what is the exact mission life of Chandrayaan-3 on the moon?
Hello Eric, so to talk about what lay ahead, right now the craft, the lander module of Chandrayaan-3 is in a particular orbit around the moon. We are talking about a 25 kilometer by 134 kilometer orbit. This means that at the closest approach to the moon, the craft is 25 kilometers away above the surface of the moon, and its farthest approach, it's about 134 kilometers. So this is the time period where the craft does a lot of testing of its onboard equipment, including its sensors, including the cameras, including the altimeters and all of the equipment that will aid its landing are tested during this 2-day period between being in its final orbit and being, issued the landing commands. Let's also remember the fact that today ISRO has just announced that ISRO has made, a backup plan. That is, this is a sort of emergency plan that ISRO has created so that communication link can be established between ISRO's current lander module, which is the Vikram lander, and the previous orbiter from 2019, which is Chandrayaan-2's orbiter, which is even now functional and circling the moon. So the current lander, which is meant to land 2 days from now, it has the capability to directly, communicate over the distance of 3.84 lakh kilometers, which is the Earth to Moon distance. But what is happening is that ISRO always wants to keep a backup plan to be doubly sure. So they're ensuring that the lander module can also communicate with the orbiter, which is now circling the moon. This is, of course, the orbiter from 2019. So this is a backup plan, and even in case there is a communication issue that they face, they can always stay in touch with their craft. And what we can expect next is, of course, ISRO has to take a clear decision based on all the parameters. This decision will be taken in the afternoon hours of Wednesday. Once all parameters are normal, right from the engines, right from the fuel and propulsion systems to the sensors, and the landing site has to be ideal, and they have to ensure that there is zero or near nil margin for error. At that time, they take a call that commands should be issued for the landing, and thereafter the spacecraft is completely autonomous because there is a huge communication lag between Earth and space, or rather what's happening at the moon. So in fact, if a command is issued here, it reaches only about 1.5 seconds later to the moon, and then thereafter for the reply to come, it takes a similar time. So totally about 2.5 seconds is the time it takes. So it's not possible to steer a spacecraft with a 2.5 second lag, because every microsecond maneuver counts and could mean the difference between success and failure. So in that regard, the spacecraft is programmed with a lot of intelligence of its own to be able to take its decisions and to land very precisely, Eric. So that's what we're looking forward to on Wednesday.
All right, Siddharth MP is our eyes literally from ISRO to space, and he has explained what will happen from now till Wednesday. So let's wait for the soft landing, as we are calling it, on Wednesday. Thank you very much, Siddharth MP, for talking to us today. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.